All right, all right, all right. Hello, hello, everyone. Time for LMU LeMans Ultimate last race of the year. GT3 Championships is today. We are at Imola for the last game, or last race of the year. Welcome to everyone. eSeniors, let me take a quick peek to see if there's anybody watching. Nobody watching just yet? Okay, so be it. Just going to get set up here a little bit. So, yes, last race of the year. We'll go right to the standings in a second. Get myself set up here first for that. Last race of the year. First time we've done LeMans Ultimate. It's done very well. A lot of people like the GT3 cars. And as you know, next season, it'll be mixed class racing. GT3 cars will be the platinum racers and it's open GT3 and hypercars, your choice. So that should be fun. I know what I'm gonna pick. What can I get you to? Let's get straight to the credits, not credits but standings, because we've got 10 minutes of practice before the race. Okay, there we are. There is the standings. We've got Graham Brooks firmly in first place today. And let me just quick peek to see who's going to be racing today. Just hang on. I got to look at it up on my display. Graham Brooks is racing today and in the second place with 242 points. 46 points behind is John Saunders. Is John racing today? Yes, he is. Top spot is 50 points in this race. There's 14 points difference between first and second, so it's going to have to be some big dramatic issues on Graham's part. He's had first and second finishes all season in that BMW. 2 BMWs at the top, you notice. So that's maybe our finishing order. In third place is Steve Howells in the Ford Mustang, a few points behind at 156. Nick Newcomb is in fourth, and another Mustang, 135. So he is about 21 points behind. So there's going to be some dramatic stuff there, but lots of action and lots of there's going to be lots of people challenging each other coming down the piece here. What's the word I'm looking for? Rivalries, that's the word. Michael McLennan, is he racing today? Mr. McLennan is not racing, it doesn't look like. That's too bad. Mike is not racing today because he was just a point ahead of Derek Bird, the Birdman. Is he racing today? Doesn't look like it. He's not out there right now. Interesting. All right, so what other challengers have we got here? We got Andrew Lloyd with 66 and Jeremy with 64. That's a big deal. And I see Jeremy's racing. Let's see if Lloyd is up there today. Oh boy, it's Mother's Day, I guess. Lots of people out for Mother's Day brunch, I guess. Nobody there. Christopher and Jeremy are only 10 points apart. They're both racing, I can see. I guess they don't like their mothers. Where else have we got? Mr. Benchaya is 33 and 24. Alvarez, is he racing today? Yes, he is. Jose. I'm just going to put that one down as a rivalry here. Alves. And where was I? And Benchaya. Alves has got 24 and 33. Okay, so I'm just want to cover the rivalries and watch what's going on. All right, let's get rid of that off your screens before I forget. And you can look at my lovely face again. So we've had an interesting season. Before I forget, let's mention our wonderful sponsors, been with us for a number of years. Sim3D, makers of fine simulation racing equipment. I was on their site this week and looked at a whole bunch of stuff. Great stuff in there. Lots of the interesting one I found was the wind accessories they have. So that's pretty cool. And they got rumble motors for pedals and a bunch of other things, button boxes, etc. And Syndeo, consulting firm who will work on your communication, voice over internet, all sorts of other things. Anything you need, communication advice, They're the people for you, based out of Montreal, but I'm sure they would do work anywhere in the world. Everything can be done remotely these days. All right, so how much time have we got? We got 5 minutes of practice left. Let's just go on to that right now. Let you listen to the sound of that, and I will get it up on your screen shortly. Get rid of all that stuff here. There we go. That is your screen. Let's find somebody who is out on the track. There we go. I'll get rid of that screen. I'll be using another overlay screen to watch, and you can see the times in practice here. We are on board with Mr. Yoma. What is Mr. Yoma's first name? I don't see. I'm just saying Yoma because it might be Mexican. Not Mexican, but Spanish flavor. I don't recognize that name. Somebody new possibly with you. With area, so it's just, oh, we got something like that. I don't have a replay mode, unfortunately. Looks like Graham just smashed into a fixed wall there. Isn't that interesting? Anybody on the stream? Hang on, I'm gonna look up the chat, make sure I can see the chat as it's going. Whoops, I just lost something there. Three watching, hello, say hello on the chat. I'm going to try and watch the chat today. It looks like everything is good. Hoping the volumes are good. I can't seem to have control over both the sound of the game and the microphone, so I'll be anxious to hear what you think of the sound there. Let's get on board with let's just go down the piece here to see what everybody looks like. Big news with LeMans Ultimate. There's going to be a release sometime in June, mid-June they're saying. Let's see if they're on time. They are going to release liveries, so that's good news. There is Graham Brooks. John Saunders is out on the track in the other BMW. Jose, that is his first name. Jose, no, that's Jose Alves. Christopher is in the pits. Can't see him. There is Nick Newcomb in the Mighty Mustang. Sounds great. There is Lee Ellis is in the pits. Terry Throber is just going down the leaderboard here. There is Terry. Again, I don't have control over the cameras, so you get weird, different views. Oh, he's in the pits. Here comes Hugo in his Porsche coming through. So he's backing up there in that his wheel. And again, Mr. Yoma, he has got an A there. He does not have his first name. Dave Craig, he's in the pits. Jean-Marie, not very exciting for you guys. Nick Newcomb, who's out there? Terry's out there in his, I believe that is a McLaren, a classic McLaren colors. Slowing down, looks like he's going to pop into the pits right away. He does. There's Richard Coulomb. We're getting very, very close to quali time. There's Richard Coulomb in the Corvette. Ah, that's quali time right there. Practice is over. So let's just see who comes out first. That looks like a Ford. That looks like Brooks, possibly. Nope. Could be Saunders. Nope. We'll catch who's coming out in a second. Shannon? Nope. Can't tell who's out there. There we go, Nick Newcomb. Ah, we found it. No, that was so it's Nick is the first one out. Say hello on the chat again. Oh, Derek, you're on the chat. Thank you for saying hello. How's the volumes? I'll go in car there for a second and see what it sounds like. Whoa, that's pretty loud, isn't it? Turn that down just slightly. And maybe my volume could go down a little bit too. How's that? My volume's pretty good. We want that growl on the inside anyway for the game, so let's leave it there. Nick is setting the pace, I believe. Awfully close to each other, these two in their out lap. Who's that right behind him? I can't tell. You're on holiday, Mr. Bird. That's true. Where are you watching from? You're probably watching from some exotic place like Fiji or something like that, I bet. Or Iceland or the Antarctic. Sounds okay? Okay, good. Thank you for that. All right. Let me see if I've got the right tower up there. Yeah, the tower looks good. I'm trying to see my own output here. There's my output so I can see a little bit better. I can't see the overlays that you guys see on my screen. I gotta watch a different way. Oh, you're in Dominican. All right. That's pretty exotic. All right, Nick Newcomb, I think this is gonna be his first lap. And we notice in LMU often you get first lap is your best lap. So let's just watch Nick go through here. Nick, let's see where Nick is in the standings. Did I keep that up there? Yes, I did. Mr. Newcomb, where are you? Newcomb is in 4th place. Let's just watch that Mustang growl around the track. Let's take a quick peek on board. See what view we're going to get. Ooh, that's a passenger view. Hopefully they make some changes to the quality of their broadcasting output and let us control the cameras a little bit better, because every time I go change it to a different, they have 2 buttons, track side and on board, and when I go back to or a different car, it shows it changes the camera on us so we can't keep the same view. But that's okay. It's looking pretty good here. Let's see what time he puts up. Nick Newcomb does. He's going to be putting up the standard time here on Imola Ferrari track. Here it comes. 146.9 almost. And then Howells comes in with a 145.9. Right. Let's see what Saunders is going to do. How far back are they? Brooks puts up a better time, 145.6. And let's just stay on board here with John, who's the next guy. But he's got traffic. He's desperately trying to get ahead of Parks. He may not have all Parks. He's going to let him go by, but he may have been hampered him a little bit. Trackside with him. Let's see what he puts up for his first time. He is the next guy probably that has the best times. Where did he go? Saunders, 0.2 behind. There we go. So that's our 2 boys. Let's see how. I can't tell. I don't know if I have a second field here to show you who's improving. Don't think I have that ability. I'll stay with Saunders here because he may have been hampered to see if he gets a better time. Brooks has got the pole position right now. Let's watch him coming around. Track limits are not as tight, I think, as ACC. We'll see how it goes here on Imola. We all know Imola has some places where you have to be very careful. Here he comes around the chicane, bouncing over that first sausage. Here he comes around for the next corner. First chicane. Yellow flag somewhere. Oh, Brooks Powell's got the best lap while I was watching Saunders. Look at that, he snuck in there, 1:45.5. We'll just stick with Saunders. Let's see what Saunders can do. He is coming around the last corner. Did he already make the last corner? Yes, he did. So let's get on board with Brooks to see if he can do something better. For my overlays. There he is. There is Mr. Brooks in the red BMW. Let's see if he can take pole. He sees he's in second place now. I'll go along with some other guys. Who we got? What do we got left? 8 minutes left in quali. You can see that as well as I can. Anybody else on the stream today? Got Derek watching. Carefully. Too bad, Derek. You were, well, McLennan's not racing either, so you guys are going to stay in the same positions in the standings. We have 5 watching now. Come on now. Tell us who you are on the chat. Mr. Bird is there just desperate to talk to you. He's on holidays by himself. All he's got is his wife to talk to, so he wants to chat with some of the boys on the stream. So here comes Brooks. Might be important to get positioning here in quali so that you can stay ahead. Not the easiest place to pass. I'm trying to figure out where Graham is on the track. If I can go to on board, maybe that'll help me figure out where he is. Oh, he's already had a lap and did not improve. Wish I had the improvement time here. I'm taking a quick peek to see if I've got, let's see what this shows. Gap to next. No, that's not good. Stay on gap to leader. Graham's coming around the last chicane. I don't have my corners memorized for Imola. Mr. Yoma is not set a lap yet. He's a newcomer. Welcome though, welcome. If you're gonna watch the stream, welcome to eSeniors. Hope you're gonna stay with us no matter what your times are. You will improve and we will get worse. So it's a fun group to race with, especially if you participate in the here comes Graham for a new time. Did not improve. Let's see what Saunders is doing. Let's get on board with Saunders and see if he can improve. Where is he in his? I'll just take a peek. I can tell better where he is. I hate this that I can't pick the cameras the onboard cameras. I also changed it to somebody else. It's Saunders I wanted to see. Where is Saunders in there? That is terrible. This is what I want to see. Here he comes. Over the line. Yes, he improved, but not enough. Didn't get second place either. 5 minutes left in quali. All right, he improved, so maybe he's got more left in him. I'm gonna stay on this. Let's see who else. Krister has got a good time. Let's get on board with my fellow broadcaster. If you don't know, my name is Mike Meleskie. I'm your broadcaster for eSeniors. Christopher from Sweden is your other broadcaster. Here's Christopher coming across. Let's see if he improves. 154. 1.154. Doesn't need very much. He did not improve. Oh, wait a sec. No, he did not. I thought okay, who is behind Krister in the standings? Can't tell where everybody is on track. That is unfortunate. Unless I can see here. No. All right, what have we got? What have we got? We've got the same. Let's see if Brooks is, where is Mr. Brooks? Stay with this. There is Brooks. Oh, this looks ugly when I put that up there, but I'll stay on with Brooks. Here, let's get started in his lap. Whoa, that is going to cost him some time. He went around that corner at very high speed. You got to be careful of that one. That's going to skid on you. Those of you who are watching from ACC, hi, Steve. Nice to hear you from you, Mr. Sky 94. Welcome to the stream. Are you going to try? Steve, I'm not sure if you've tried GT3. You see if you're in the standings. Oh, I don't think Graham's all over the place here. I don't think he's going to make it. Steve, did you try GT3? No, you haven't tried GT3 yet. No, I don't see you having raced in GT3 here. You must have tried it though. How did you like GT3 racing with LMU? A little chat going there back and forth. I know Derek was racing GT3s here. All right, here he comes, Graham Brook, and see how he improves or not. I don't think he did. No, he didn't. Howells looks like he's improved 144.9. I don't think that was his best time. All right, let's get on board with someone else for a change. Let's see here. Who haven't we talked to? Oh, let's talk to the boss man in the Mustang, I believe. I believe that's the Mustang. Let's watch the way he looks. He's in his classic colors. He loves black. Mr. Jeremy does. Dresses in black too. I've met Jeremy a number of times, as you know. I'm going to try and get Jeremy as an interview next week or the next couple of weeks just to talk about the history of eSeniors. Oh, hot off the press tomorrow afternoon at noon race time. I'm going to be interviewing one of the new drivers, Frank. What the heck is his first name? Frank from France, new driver, and you've heard his poetic talk on Discord. So we're going to see what this man's all about tomorrow at noon. We'll be interviewing Citra. He is from Paris, so get to know him so you can get a nice link with someone in Paris. I definitely will look him up if I ever get to Paris. Again, been there a couple times, but we'll look him up certainly if I get to go there again. So where is Jeremy in the standings here? He does not need much to get into 9th place. Let's see what he does, because he's coming around for the straight, and he is going to practice a pit stop. So obviously he wasn't doing well. How much time have we got left? 47 seconds left in qualification. So let's just see if Graham is still out there. Yes, he is. Where is he on the track? Let's get on board with him. That's not on board. That's behind. He's early in his lap. I think that's where we are. It's very difficult to tell where you are on track sometimes. Oh yeah, he's in the back straight. So we'll just stay on with Brooks. Looks like Brooks got knocked out by Saunders for second place. So Brooks is in the 3rd row right now. Wow. So he might have seen that. He is going to go all out. Balls to the walls here. Balls to the wall. Let's get on board with him. I'm going to do a good on board, though, this way. Let's watch him in the BMW. He knows he does not get a good lap, so he's going to give it up. Saunders is in the pits. Graham, we're just watching him. He's still out there. Hugo is one of the guys left. Where is Hugo in the standings? Valero, he needs 3/10 to get up there. He's coming around the last corner. Let's just see if Hugo improves. He needs about 3/10 of a minute. Yeah, Derek, should be a good interview with given his Discord talk, huh? Yeah, so I'm anxious to see Funk. All right, so that is the qualification. So I will not bore you with the look for the waiting. You can get my nice mug up. There we go. That's moi. Took the browser off. There we go. Go back to me. What can I do? Oh, you know what I'm going to do for you guys? I'll show you something. I just got some new gloves. Look at this. Look at these. Some racing gloves. Got a little bit, and it's from a company called Moradness. It's apparently a former racing guy out of, I believe, out of Canada somewhere.
And drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Ooh, it's starting already. Oh, it didn't take long. So yeah, Moraz. I'll put a little note if you want where they are. Actually, they're not leather. They're neoprene, but I like them. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. My other racing gloves, I wore a hole through the thumb, and so I got some new ones. I'm going to put a piece of some foam. I think I'm going to get some foam tape from. I'm just going to show you where I right that part of I grip it like this, and this part of my thumb, I grip it too much, obviously. That's the part that wears out all the time, right there on my thumb. So there, you can see my setup. Where am I looking at there? There you go. That is my setup. Got a 34-inch screen, button box, loosening belt pedals. I don't think you can see the rumble motors. I forget the name of the company I bought them from. Magic. And my whole yard here. I'll look at the back. My pictures, Formula One. I do photography on the side, and I have a nice big wide printer that can print banners. There's my printer way over there. It's an old Epson printer that I can do massive banners on. I printed 6 foot 6-foot panoramas on it. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool printer. All right, so we're just waiting for the start. Let me get my
formation lap has started.
And so let's go through our leaders here. This is Mr. Howells had the pole position over John Saunders. So yes, Mr. Howells pulled it off, and he is in a Mustang. So Mustang ahead of 2 BMWs. John Saunders next, Graham Brooks. There is Nick Newcomb in 4th. Jose Alves, our new driver, is in, what is he in? Can't tell. Is he in a BMW? Christopher next. I'm just going to go back here, and I'm going to find the right view for us to watch the start at. That's probably a good one. Maybe I'll try the overhead view. I think that's the helicopter view. Here we go. I'm just going to leave that.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green, green, green. Saunders is trying very hard to get ahead of Howells. I don't think he's going to make it. Howells got the inside track, as does Graham. It looks like these guys all are in order. It looks like Brooks is really trying to get through here. I think our new guy, Jose, is going to make something happen here. I think he passed Krister. No, he didn't. He was ahead of Krister already. Let's just go down and make sure everybody gets through these corners okay. The chicane here is often a possible problem. Everybody looks good. Oh, I'm changing cameras on us. Let's just stick here with everything. Everything looks good there. Let's go back to John. Oh, Saunders, Brooks, and Newcomb looks like he... No, Newcomb was in 4th place. Looks like Brooks is going to take Saunders. Okay, down below here, there's some traffic. I don't like this angle at all. Oh, Alves goes over. Make sure nothing's happening at the top here. Everything looks good. Graham is trying hard. Oh, things happening way down here. I see gaps. We got gaps up here. Oh, sorry, I don't have the tower on. There's the tower. You got the tower now. Sorry, I wasn't watching that. There's the gaps to the leader. I'll change that to gap to next. So now we can see the gaps between each other. There we go. Now it's changed. So what do we got here? We've got Brooks. Let's get on board with Brooks. There's Brooks. I am going to flip between, I want control over the cameras here, so I'm going to flip that way for us. All right, let's see if another gap, what's a very close gap somewhere else. Rollo, Jean-Marie is, these three guys are close together. Jeremy's up ahead. Where's our other close gap? Lots of close racing still. Coulomb is trying on Greg. Actually, Greg is closer to Shannon. Make sure nothing's happening up at the top. Howells is able to keep ahead of John Saunders. Look at that. That is very interesting. Howells is in 3rd place, but he certainly has Imola nailed down. And Graham, who's our leader in the standings, is in 3rd place right now. Won't make an effect on our standings, but nice racing here. Good racing here. Let me see if I can find what other camera angles we can set up. There. I'm going to flip between cameras that way, guys. I know it's annoying to see that on the screen, but that's the best way of doing it, I think. Whoa! Brooks is after. Whoa, that was close. If I like this camera angle, let's try and find the next one. Yeah, that's a better one. As Graham he took a quick peek at Saunders there. Let's just see what it looks like inside. Let's just stick with this one for a few seconds, and then we'll find some better gaps. Looks like Greg and Shannon are having a little battle. Let me quickly go to Shannon. He was close, but not that close right now. Who else has got something going? Well, nobody's got anything better going than Saunders, or Brooks and Saunders, so we'll stick with these two. Meanwhile, these two are battling it out, and Howells is getting ahead. Got a little bit of a gap there. 1 second gap, these two. No, they're not really big gloves, Derek. Actually pretty small. Jean-Marie, it looks like he's making some inroads into our new man, Yoma. Ferrari. going to top here. We don't want to miss anything. Looks like the gap has opened up. Again, a little bit more on first and second. And Alves and Newcomb. He's caught up with Newcomb. That's the battle. But up here, Graham is really after John. That is what... Let's see if Graham is going to take a crack at it here. Jose is also on... Something going on behind here, Jose. Somebody's pretty close. Greg is pretty close to Aaron now. Let's get on board with him. Let's see if he has a late break on this corner. This is a very high-speed corner. He can handle it. McLaren against Porsche, looks like. Shannon. Porsche is great cornering car, but the high speed. Look at that. Oh, we lost a little bit in that corner. I forget the name of that corner. It's a famous corner. I think it is properly banked. Let's see. There's a couple of Ferraris, identical Ferraris. Coulomb is caught up with Craig, though. Oh, let's see what Coulomb's going to do. Get on board with Coulomb. See how hard he's working. Up ahead, Brooks has got a half a second back. He's improving all the time, but Craig is a little bit of a wiggle there on the exit. Should know the name of that corner. That's a famous corner. See, there's Craig. Oh, the Ferrari should be able to get a little bite into this gap, a little bit of the Porsche. Let's just see if David passes and he tries to outbrake him. Oh, no, 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 no. But now Coulomb's going to come back. Where's Coulomb? There he is. Did he pass him? No, he didn't. He passed him and came back again. Oh, looks like Craig went off. He went off. Is he going to be able to get back on? No, that's not Craig. Who was that? I lost track of who that. Oh, that was Shannon, I believe. Yeah, that was Shannon. Oh, he's back together. All right, let's get back to Saunders here. And Graham, Saunders actually has caught up with Howells, and Brooks has fallen a little bit behind. So that's that. Another gap. Pretty close. Alves is the only other one. Well, let's just stick with these three guys for now. Get a better camera angle, a different camera angle. Sorry for flipping through here. I want to try and find a helicopter view. I'll leave that one there. They should have a helicopter view somewhere. Hard to find. Well, that's not a bad one. Let's just stick with this one for a while. There's the helicopter view. Ooh, it doesn't look very good. Looks like they're floating, doesn't it? Yeah, they got to work on that one. That's why they don't show it very often, I guess. Not a very good view. That's a better view. It's half helicopter, I guess. Call that one a drone view. Okay, gap-wise, who is catching up with whom? Krister is catching up with... You guys are watching that funny overlay, huh? Where is Krister? Right here. He's slowly catching up to Nick. Nick is... Nope, he's 3 seconds behind. So there's not too... Oh, Grollo! Where is Grollo? Where is he? Very close. He was very close to Jose. He must have passed. Did he pass Greg? No. He was very close to Mr. Jose Alves. But he fell back a little bit. Let's go on board with him. Not a good on board. Let's go back to this view, sorry. And things are stretching out a little bit for everyone, so let's give everyone a little bit of love by going down the leaderboard in this view. That's two to the top. We haven't seen Mr. Howells. There is Mr. Howells in the Mustang. He has got a 1 second lead. He's kind of held that off over John this whole race. And these, I believe, was the starting lineup in the qualification. Next, we have John Saunders in a Mustang, and or a BMW, sorry, and Graham Brooks right behind him in a red Mustang. Next, 9 seconds back. Those three guys had a 9 second lead on Nick Newcomb, and Nick is got Krister chasing him down in his McLaren. He's 4 seconds back. And 2 seconds back from Krister is our leader, Jeremy Arrobas, out of Montreal. A newcomer in a McLaren, Mr. A, I'm not sure of his first name, Homa. And he is followed by, not very far, by Jose Alves. I hope I'm saying Jose right. Sounds Spanish to me. Not that far behind is Jean-Marie Grosjean in another, or in a Ferrari. Look at those hot brake. Next is David Craig in a McLaren, a red McLaren. He has got a 2 second lead over Richard Prudhomme in another McLaren. Shannon, Mr. Aaron Shannon in one of the Porsches. Only one Ferrari in the race. We've got 2 Porsches. There's Shannon, followed by Hugo Caballero 5 seconds back, but he is on being chased by Lee Ellis. Lee Ellis in an Aston Martin. That's the only Aston Martin out there. Nice looking car. And James Parks is a DNF, as is Terry Probridge. Looks like Shannon is going into the pits. Shannon had that, let's just see if we see, let's go back to Shannon. Let's find Shannon. Doesn't he get a pit graphic? Does not look like it. Shannon went into the wall there. He may have gone into the wall, so I don't know if he's getting repairs. This is definitely a helicopter view, but it's obscured, doesn't it? All right, maybe let's get on board with, since everybody's got a gap here, even though Brooks is not that far away, let's just watch a lap with Brooks for fun in his cockpit. Chat here. Newcomb and Alves having a good battle like last week. Yeah. No, he's dropped back. So let's just watch a full lap here with Mr. Graham Brooks. Graham Brooks is our leader in the standing. This would be his worst finish this third. So just to tell you, John Saunders would gain 14 points on him, but that will not be enough to unseat him for first place. Howells, who is in first place, gets 50 points. Saunders gets 36. Howells cannot unseat Saunders from third place either. So, if things stay the way they are, this will be that will be our standings will remain the same. Yoma looks like he's getting some traction on Alvarez. Just stay with this one for a bit. We'll go back. We have 14 minutes left in this 30-minute race. Our scenario in LMU, because we have an hour. The way it works for LMU is you sign up for a server and you get 1 hour. 1 hour. I think you sign up and pay for a server to get 1 hour. So for these this first inaugural season, we split it up 15 minutes practice, 15 minutes quali, and a 30-minute race. I'm not sure what we're going to do for the next season. All right, so watching this gap a little bit. Let's get back to Saunders, because he's made a little tiny bit of inroads into Howell. And Howell, there's somebody ahead of Howell. There'll be some traffic possibly at some point. Derek, I forgot what car you drive in LMU in the GT3 class 90. And are you changing for next season? And are you going to take hypercar or a GT3 car for the mixed class? I'll say GT3 so I can pass you once in a while. I haven't picked my hypercar yet. Looks like Graham is dropping back slightly. We're just going to stick with John here. See how he navigates Imola in his BMW. So I don't believe, let's see what Stephen Howell's best finish has been so far. He's had a couple of seconds, a few thirds. So this will definitely be his first podium in LMU GT3. And it's not as if he's not doing it with pace. He stayed ahead of 1 second ahead of John the whole way through. Try something different here. I'll turn the tower off. Onboard HUD view. Look at that. There, we watch that. We're going to follow the guys. He is definitely, Saunders is catching up though. Look at that. It's half a second now. Let's just stay on board with him for another little lap and you can see what inputs he has and how fast he gets going. Let's see what kind of speed we get with LMU cars. 240, 250 we're going to get. Should get in the 270s. I didn't quite get up there at 260. Yep. I know GT3 and ACC you can get up to 275 kilometers per hour. Alright, let's just jump on to Howell to see how he navigates things. I'll leave that graphic up there. I'll watch the gaps myself to see if anybody gets too close to each other. Right now, not very much is happening. See his inputs. Oh, what a silly question. Okay, a Porsche. Yeah, Derek, how can I not think that you're driving a Porsche? But hey, you've driven other cars in ACC out of boredom, I think. But I know you wanted to see how the Porsche reacted in the new game, correct? But are you in a Porsche for the hypercar? A little wide there. Saunders is catching up slightly. He's been about a second behind the whole race. We've got 11 minutes left almost. And John is kind of nipped about a half second into his lead, and he's holding there. Gap is currently 0.76. Let's get on with Nick Newcomb. We're on with him. That was Steve we were on. Let's find somebody else. Let's find Christopher for a few minutes. See how he handles things. He's in 5th place. That's just nice for him. You just see what his stats are. Christopher, he had a 5th place finish, but only one. This is pretty good for him. Let's see how he handles the first chicane. A long chicane, more like 2 corners put together. 3 corners put together, really. Nicely done. Hard on the throttle now. Full throttle through this corner. Yes! Now let's just see how he handles this next. Again, I call them long chicanes. Hard braking, throttle in between. And on the throttle as fast as you can. Coming up to the left hand hairpin. A little bit of trail braking, let the car make the corner. after the apex. Now the long back straight. And this is the corner where he can make up lots of time. Let's see how he handles it. How much brake does he apply? Full brake for a second, 2 little pumps. And then he could have got on the throttle a little bit faster there. And now we're into the famous chicane. Angled the wrong way or banked the wrong way. Nicely done. Hit that apex beautifully. That's very well done, Krister. And now we're into the actual chicane. Hit that curve. Hit the next curve. Look at that. That McLaren took those curves very well. Now we're gonna. Head Saunders has lost some time. Something happened there. We missed some little hiccup that he had. He's down to a half a second, 1.5 seconds with 8 minutes to go. Looks like we're going to have a finish that way. And that is on board with Krister. How about Jeremy? Let's watch Jeremy for a bit in that noisy Ford Mustang. A very pretty steering wheel for that Mustang. Certainly a growl from it. Yeah, I was in the Porsche. I didn't really try to listen to Derek there. If you're on the chat, you can see Derek asked. He was in the Porsche for the hypercar. He's going to try something else next season. GT3 next season. He's going to try a different car. I know how you feel. It's fun to drive different cars. I love this graphic, by the way, of the driver HUD. See that? What is this onboard driver box? Different. No, it's not very nice. All right, let's go back to the tower so you guys can see what's happening. So things have spread out quite a bit. Let me go to our track view. Look at that beautiful GT3 BMW car. Let me go back to that. Just love that view of a BMW. That is my car. That is a GT. That is a 4 Series. As I've told you all many times, I have the electric car version of that 4 called an i4. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, even though I have the cheap version, the E35 it's called. Basically a smaller battery. And no M-banding on it at all, but the new user interface of the BMW is amazing, amazing, amazing. So I've had a BMW for 10 years, so it's like electronic marvel to me. It's got a big long 40-inch by 6-inch screen that goes across the front of the dashboard all the way halfway through to the passenger side. Beautiful. And very quick. Electric cars are very quick. Very quick. All right, we have 5 minutes left. John Saunders has made up a bit of time again. He was behind last time I looked. He was 1.7 seconds behind. He's back into the 1 second mark. Following a little bit here because he got pace. Made a mistake at some point. Fell behind a little bit. Graham Brooks has fallen quite a bit behind, as has Nick Newcomb. The technical gaps are quite high, but Jose Alves is making some inroads onto Jeremy. Jeremy's having some trouble. There's 5 minutes left. Is his tires wearing out on that grunty Mustang, or has Jeremy just made a mistake? So here we go. We got a race, folks. We got a race. This is the only action in town. I shouldn't say that. Mr. Roma also pretty close to Shaw. Maybe these guys are getting a little bit of skill fatigue ahead. BMW on a Mustang here. Well, much I love these structure type series. And let me look at take a little peek here at the way things are standing for the internal races here. Christian is 10 points behind Jeremy. He is only 1 place behind him, so he'll maintain. Jeremy will maintain his standing over Jeremy. But look at this, Jeremy's having he's got a trunk full of rosé. Rosé, or is it? No, it's Mr. Alvin's. He's got a trunk full of Mr. Yeah, it's Jose. That's the only rivalry we really have going right now. Yes. So we won't talk about rivalries right now. Look at that. Oh, we got ahead. Jeremy did something I was watching. I don't know what happened. Globe is also now harassing Imola. Gaps are close. Cologne on watching. Greg on Jean-Marie. Up ahead, Saunders still a second and a half behind, so he's going to make it 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. Closest battle right now. Ferrari, the only Ferrari in the race. Isn't that interesting? Ferraris are not very popular in LMU. Okay, let's just stay on board here. I love watching the cockpit views, as you know. I'm not commentating here. I'm concentrating on looking for something in my credits here. Have a way of showing Daniel. Sorry, we're still at it. Make sure we're not missing anything here. Anything happening? Saunders, I'll give you a shot of Saunders. That's what he's looking at for the last 13 seconds. This is it. Is it going to be the... Let me go on to Howell. Let me go on to him. This may be the checkered flag. Could be the checkered flag. Yes, I believe it's going to be. Say the hello to our winner, Mr. Stephen Howells, first place. I believe. Yes. John Saunders in second. Graham Brooks in third. Nick Newcomb coming around. Look at that. Krister's right behind him, though. Krister's right behind him. He's looking. Not going to happen. that was a pretty close finish. Something happened somewhere. And let's see, these guys are also very close. Jose's making a push in that BMW, trying to get ahead. Not going to happen either. This is the straight. We've got Jean-Marie Groslo. There is, I haven't seen a checkered flag yet. I got the worst. And we've got Dave Craig right behind him. Boy, all of a sudden we've got these gaps very close. And there's the checkered flag. We saw it that time. Ellis, Yoma is pretty close to Ellis. It's not going to happen either. And down here, everybody else is good. All right, so that is it. Steve Howells was our leader. Or there's the finish right there. Sowell, Saunders, and Brooks. Sorry, I don't have a graphic for. I don't have a graphic for our leaders. Let me just get something else up here. Hold on. And my lovely face. There we go. So that is it. And we get rid of the thing. So that was it for the race. Howells, Saunders, and Graham Brooks. But the most important thing is the league standings. I think we're going to be the way it started. Mr. Graham Brooks is our champion for the season. You know, he had one of his worst finishes today. John Saunders is in second place. Congratulations to both of those two guys, as well as Steve Howells, third place in the standings. So that was it for the inaugural season of GT3 in the LMU, our LeMans Ultimate Simulation. Hopefully you will all, who are not racing, hopefully you will all join up, get the simulation. It's worth it. It's pretty good in sense of for a beta, it's working fairly well. So that is it for the season, and we will join you all in a couple of weeks for season 2 for LMU, and I believe we're into season, I won't even guess the seasons for ACC. I'll tell you right now, season 18, that's where we're going to get. Season 18 for ACC. So, goodbye for now, and we'll see you all in a couple of weeks streaming-wise, and we'll see you on track for racing in between. We'll have a lot of interesting races set up for the off-season. So bye for now.